What's up, guys? It's DarkArmedDuelist, and today we're going to be taking Richard's hero deck. Now, something interesting about this deck is he's actually implemented heroes and artifacts into one deck, which is really, really interesting because with the Link format coming out and just being something new, with the artifact engine, it kind of stops with the special summoning from extra deck stuff, and it prevents your opponent from actually making a Link monster with you playing Artifact Scythe in this deck, which is really, really broken in this deck. It's a lot of fun, but let's get into it, Richard. It's really, really a fun deck. You guys are really going to enjoy this.
Okay, so first things first. Doesn't matter what masked hero deck you're playing. Always play 3 Shadow Mist.
It is essentially the searcher of the deck.
That's the core of masked heroes. If they had not put out Shadow Mist, we would not have masked heroes.
No, it really wouldn't work. And with any hero deck now, they play Shadow Mist is the first card you think of, besides maybe a Malicious, for weird hero decks.
Maybe. Next is 3 Bubble Man. Again, if you're not playing 3 Bubble Men, you're doing it wrong.
And he's totally based off of Batman, by the way.
Totally based off of Batman. I don't want to admit it, but it is.
Yeah, he is. And if any of you guys questioning that, look at his helmet.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Tell me he's not.
Next is 2 Honest Neos. It's for helping out with those Dark Law situations. Dark Law is really easy to swing over with it being a 2400 attack, 1800 defense. So this Honest Neos makes it a 4900 beater, and it's like, surprise!
So, I'm going to say it. It makes Dark Law a big black whooping stick. Yeah, totally. You should see the look on Richard's face right now. Yeah, I said it. I said it. What's up? What's up? I said it.
Such disappoint.
It's true.
Such disappoint. Next is 2 Artifact Scythe. This is the first part of my artifact engine. This is the one that if it's destroyed on your opponent's turn, no extra deck monsters.
At all.
That means no Xyzs, no Links, no Synchros, no Fusions, and no Pendulums from the extra deck.
Yeah.
Shuts it down.
Yeah, pretty much. Side note, guys. The reason that we actually are only playing 2 copies of Honest Neos is because with the artifacts, it actually makes it where you're playing 5 different high-level monsters. And yes, your Elemental Hero Neos, or your Honest Neos, is a high-level hand trap. But we didn't want to play too many high-level monsters in the deck. But if you guys want to bump your Honest Neos back up to 3, by all means do it. But for this profile and for clogging reasons, we bumped it down to this many, to 2.
Alright, so after Artifact Scythe, we've got 2 Summoner Monks. Helps with clogging. Special summons for those link plays, overlay plays, all that good stuff.
It's really good, too. Like, with links, it's just going to make it really broken. Because if you, like, open up a Summoner Monk, a Spell card, and a Bubble Man, you can, like, summon the Summoner Monk, special summon out the Shadow Mist, and then search something off it, send the spell to the grave, special summon the Bubble Man by setting whatever spell card you searched with, and then go into a Decode Talker because you got 3 effect monsters on the field. Essentially.
Next 2 is Goblinberg, overlay plays, link plays.
Yeah, links for days.
And then the last one is Moral Tack. I was going to be playing a Beagle Tack in here as well as the Moral Tack, but due to clogging reasons and trying to condense it down...
That's Beagle Tack, by the way, guys.
We're just going to be playing with Moral Tack right now. I may throw Beagle Tack back in here, but it's going to depend on how it plays and how well it does.
We kind of, at the last minute, I told him, I said, with Beagle Tack and then the 2 artifacts, it was kind of getting a little cloggy. I said, so let's just try and do 3. And so we tried it and it worked, but we might end up throwing back in the Beagle Tack just to see. And we might drop a Scythe and put it in. We don't know. We're going to play around with it a little bit more.
I highly doubt we'll drop a Scythe.
Probably not.
Highly
Probably not. Scythe is too good.
Too broken.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's it for the monster lineup.
Let's get into the spells.
Actually, we're playing more monsters than usual.
Yeah, 2 more. 2 more than usual. Because if you drop the Honest Neos, it drops it down by 1, and then you put the Moral Tax and the Scythe.
I mean, the last time we profiled this, I think I was doing pure heroes.
You were.
So, all right. So first of the spells is Mass Change.
Awesome spell card.
3 of them. If you're not playing 3, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
That's it right there. 3, a hero lives. If you're not playing 3, you're doing it wrong.
I recently, in my research, found that a hero lives actually works in Glad Beast decks. Surprisingly enough, with Prisma. Like, I I'd never profiled it, but with Tamer Editor coming out, side note, guys, I found out that that's actually a really good card. But something to keep in mind about this is you have to control no monsters to activate a Hero Lives, and you have to pay half your life points to special summon any hero monster from your deck that's level 4 or lower. So it has to be elemental hero, though.
I mean, it can be detrimental at the start of the game. I've made that mistake multiple times, but I've always been able to come back with it.
That's why you play Summoner Monk, so you can ditch your extra copies of Hero Lives. But you want to see it, so that's why you play 3.
It's great for top deck late game, though.
Awesome, because it can open up it opens up your plays for your Dark Laws late game.
Next, we're playing 2 Ignitions.
Gotta play it.
Gotta play it for that artifact engine. It's great for back row destruction. Also, if your opponent decides to hit it with a Twin Twisters or an MST or anything that destroys back row, it gets an additional effect, which, if I'm remembering correctly, your opponent skips their next battle phase.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty broken.
That is pretty broken. So they're going to be very hesitant during Game 2 to actually hit your back row. And during Game 2, if you actually have a side deck, you can side out all your artifacts and throw in more traps, which they'll be more hesitant to play into the traps. And they'll think you're playing artifacts. So it's kind of a, excuse my French, it's a mind fuck with these artifacts. Just being honest.
Yep. Next is 2 Twin Twisters. I actually have supers of these, but they're in another deck at the moment that I've been competing more with, which we'll probably see in a later video.
Yeah, he's going to be, you'll see, guys. It'll be fun.
Next, I'm playing 2 Emergency Calls, just to have those searches.
You need them, so you can search your Bone Man, so you can instantly special summon them.
Also, 1 Rhoda.
Yep.
We're getting down to our 1-ofs now. 1 Mass Charge. I was running 2, but due to clogging reasons and trying to condense this artifact engine in there, I had to drop it down to 1. I'm not playing as many masked heroes in the extra deck that I was when it was pure, so I really only need 1 at the moment.
You really only need 1.
Next is 1 Miracle Fusion. I was playing 2. Now I'm down to 1 because, again, I'm not playing as many fusions as I used to be. And it's just really, I'm not fusing as much. I'm usually mass changing. And then 1 Raigeki. That secret Raigeki, though.
Oh my god, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it is.
But that's pretty standard. Whenever you're playing like a hero deck, you need a couple of 1-of spells just so you can have like the utility in there.
And plus, Raigeki is just a staple now.
Is that all your spells that you're playing?
That is all the spells.
Really? Isn't that like 14? Isn't it like 14 or something like that?
Yeah, 14.
Okay. Well, anyways, guys, let's get into the traps really quick. We're doing actually really good.
All right. So first thing I'm playing is 3 Oasis of Dragon Souls.
It's much better than Call of Haunted in this deck.
Much better than Call of the Haunted when you're targeting, say, Shadow Mist, but if you're targeting like that Honest Neos that you ditched, you want Call.
Or, side note that I suggested to Richard, if you special summon these off of them on your opponent's turn, if you summon any of your artifacts on your opponent's turn, their effects actually go off because at the bottom of the card they all say, if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, you can destroy 1 face-up card your opponent controls. And if this card is special summoned from the graveyard, or if this card is special summoned during your opponent's turn, opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. So this actually gives more utility once they've already hit the grave to hit them again.
Yes, but you want to call those because they have more attack than defense. Next, 2 Call of the Haunted.
Speaking of Call.
Speaking of Call. 2 Call of the Haunted. Special summon Shadow Mist, special summon artifacts.
It just helps out with, and especially with the Shadow Mist letting you able to search, and then the artifacts actually able to help you get off more plays. The Call of the Haunted and the Oasis is actually really help, but the 2 is better than the 3 because the Oasis is what you really want to see, special summon in defense position.
2 Artifact Sanctums.
That's what you've always told me.
Yeah. 2 Artifact Sanctums. Special summon an artifact monster from my deck. Only activate 1 Artifact Sanctum per turn. You cannot conduct a battle phase when you activate it, though.
So you usually want to do on your opponents?
Yes. And then if I remember right, if this card is destroyed by an opponent's card, you can target 1 card on the field and destroy that target.
So if you want them to kill it, then you can just lay it and let it be a bluff almost.
Well, this is why you use Durandal. Because you can use Durandal's effect to change it to destroy one spell or trap, I believe.
Yeah, you can.
1 ofs, 1 bottomless, and 1 time space. Now, these, you can interchange them with any normal hole trap card, and we'll get to that once we get into the extra deck. All right?
That's good. And we've kind of tried to avoid playing stuff like Solemn Strike and Solemn Warning in here because you already pay life points with your hero lives. And so we wanted to find something like Time Space and Bottomless that would actually make the deck flow a little easier. But let's get into the extra deck.
All right. First off, 2 Dark Laws.
Always.
Always 2 Dark Laws. Because, let's be honest, I like laying down the law.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, puns for days.
And then you like to be honest about the law.
Yeah. The law is always honest.
Oh my God! That needs to be your new pun whenever you drop honest Neos.
I'm just gonna make the law honest for a minute. 1 Anki for self-explanatory reasons.
Whack him in the face with it.
Whack.
Yeah, pretty much.
1 Acid, back row destruction.
Acid's bad for you kids.
1 Ab Zero. What are you gonna do? Hit it?
I always call it the icebreaker, guys.
What do you think he's doing, huh? 1 Honor Arc.
Because he likes to steal shit.
1 Castell.
Spin shit.
1 Rafflesia. That's why we run normal hole trap cards.
I'm going to make this real bad. Drop shit into that hole. Come on, man. It was there.
1 Gaia Dragon.
Because you can overlay with Durandal.
This is something you might have seen before. A Utopia engine. We're doing Utopia, Utopia Ray, and Utopia the Lightning. The reason you want to do Utopia Ray, then Utopia the Lightning, is because you can overlay the Lightning on top of Ray, and you can overlay Ray on top of Utopia, which allows you to get its effect off
twice.
This many.
Yeah.
Volcasaurus.
For the Gaia Charger.
Artifact Durandal. And I'm sure you guys were all waiting for it. Decode Talker.
Yeah, you got to play at least 1 Link monster in here. And this is probably going to change a little bit once Code of the Duelist comes out. But for now, that's the deck, guys.
Right. I mean, for now, we only have 3 Link monsters in the TCG format.
Yeah, Link Spider, Honeybot, and Decode Talker. And Decode Talker is the only one you could make right now. But anyways, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. And don't forget to go down in the description below. And we will have some really interesting links for you guys. Some to Richard's Twitter. And some really interesting stuff that you guys can check out. And don't forget to join DarkArmedAlliance. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later, guys.
Matane!